transmit. Son to the father, make us no way. There's a metal to the metal on the metal highway. Yo, keep up the pace, keep up the quickness, keep up the pop, pop, pop to the finish. Keep up the pace, keep up the quickness, keep up the pop, pop, pop to the finish. Moving, soothing, nothing to prove. Pushing on your buttons with a button, pushing blue hair, blue places, blue faces, blue blood. Blue truth's gonna see you black and blue. Keep up the pace, keep up the quickness, keep up the pop, pop, pop to the finish. Keep up the pace, keep up the quickness, keep up the pop, pop, pop to the finish. 30,000 guns solve goblin problems. Problems of the goblins up until they solve them. 30,000 guns solve goblin problems. With them a pop, 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 can God's gonna rise up with my thunder. A to the L to the E, Xander. God's gonna rise up with my thunder. A to the L to the E, Xander. God's gonna rise up with my thunder. A to the L to the E, Xander. God's gonna rise up with my thunder. A to the L to the E, Xander. God's gonna rise up with my thunder. A to the L to the E, Xander. God's gonna rise up with my thunder. Rise up and raise the iron roof off. Now rise up and riot till the bomb drops. Now rise up, the time is right to sound off. So rise with me, rise with me, rise with me. Rise with me, rise with me, rise with me. Rise with me, rise with me, rise with me, rise with me. Thunder.
Wow. Okay, so I've just been going off for like a couple minutes now, and my mic was not set up the way it's supposed to be. So I'm kind of mad. Uh, so I'll just go over that again. I don't care if that song is from Heaven's Sword, and I haven't gotten to Heaven's Sword. It's still a fire song. I've heard it a couple times on Jesse Cox's streams, and it's great. So, and it's also Final Fantasy song, so why not play it before a Final Fantasy stream? But I've just been going off on how Alphinaud is being dumb. He's all like, I'm gonna create a new organization that's gonna be a military organization and have no borders. And I'm like, bro, that's what? The Scions of the Seventh Dawn already help all the nations equally, and what are you trying to do? He's all like, it'll be a military one though, and I'm like, that I don't think the other nations are gonna like that. And he's all like, oh no, I thought about that. See, it's gonna be run by the leader of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. You know, it's gonna be, so it'll be fine. They'll trust us. And I'm all like, so you're just bolstering the ranks of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. He's all like, no, it's a different organization. It's a separate one. But Alphinaud, all you're doing is recruiting more Scions. No. Yes, Alphinaud. And also, you're not even good at recruiting because you send me out to recruit a merchant in Ul'dah. Just a merchant at a stall. He just sells things. And I try to talk to him, and he's all like, bruh, nah, I'm a simple merchant. I have trouble enough with my simple merchant tasks. I can't join a military group that travels all across the continent. And I'm like, yeah, I hear you. I don't even know why I was sent to you. And then Alphinaud sends me to recruit a seamstress. And she thinks I'm hitting on her because she's like, you're crazy. You're definitely not trying to recruit me to a military organization that travels across the continent. And I'm like, I think it's crazy too. I honestly don't know what I'm doing. And that's not even counting all the people that said, you want me to what? No. And I'm like, hey, I don't blame you. I mean, you seem like a pretty tough dude, but sure. You go about your business. I'm just trying to complete this quest. Oh, but of course, one of the people that does decide to join, is one of the people that I didn't want to join. The dude who's a criminal. A criminal who betrayed his own group of, like, I can't remember what they were, but there's some group over in Gridania that was like a group of guardsmen or whatever, and he betrayed them for money, for coin. And I'm like, really, Alphinaud? We're bringing him in. I hardly even remember him, but I remember that he was not a nice dude. Maybe just misguided, but and he joins up because I have no choice but to recruit him. Well, let's get things going, because I don't have a whole lot of time today. Because I'm pretty tired. I haven't gotten great sleep the past couple nights. And I've got a pack for a camp out that my Boy Scout troop's doing this weekend. Gonna be helping them out. That's a nice horse. I gotta get me one of those. I still don't know how Alphinaud managed to convince all the different country leaders to sign his proposal. Because honestly, he didn't even need to do any of this. He could have just bolstered the ranks of the Scions and not had to fill out paperwork. And not had to plead his case with all these people. That is not a journey I soon wish to repeat. You didn't need to go on it! But I cannot pause to rest. The culmination of our effort is at hand. I must see to the preparations for the inaugural ceremony. Thank you for allowing me to monopolize your services, Genasia. I am certain the antecedent will be relieved to see you free for other duties. I'm relieved to be free for other duties. Because your duties are whack, yo. I don't even know what you're doing. Greetings, Genasia. Alphinaud tells me all is in place to begin his trial company. The Scions shall certainly be grateful to have the support of such an organization. We don't need a separate organization, though. The inaugural company is set to take place here at the Rising Stones. Or inaugural ceremony is set to take place here at the Rising Stones. Tataru is cooperating with Alphinaud to see that all is in readiness, so I'm afraid the recruits themselves have been left to their own devices for the time being. Quite a number of new faces have arrived in Revenant's Toll of late, like a handful. And I wonder if Slavborn might not find himself overwhelmed. Would you speak with him and see if there is aught he requires? Sure. Why not? Donna. Oh, Slavborn. Hello, sir.
What can I do you for, Genasia? I thought you'd have your hands full helping out with this new arm of the Scions. I barely noticed your recruits arrive. 'Twas barely a trickle compared to the flood of treasure hunters we have passed through here every day. While I appreciate your offer of aid, 'tis more your burden that concerns me. I'm told this trial company will answer directly to the antecedent, so I trust that means less work for you in the long run.
Slavborn! The shipment! We couldn't!
Guardswoman, what befell?
We were bringing a shipment to Revenant's Toll, provisions earmarked for the frontier effort. But just as we sought to cross over into Mordana, we were set upon by brigands. I believe they may have been heretics. There were many, too many. We only escaped with our lives by abandoning the supplies. Pray forgive us.
There is naught to forgive. Provisions can be replaced, but smart soldiers are hard to find. Take your rest and I'll have someone along to tend those wounded. What to do? If heretics are involved, then this is like to be more than a case of simple thievery. Ishgard will need to be informed. Whence did the supplies originate?
House Four Temps. We collected the provisions from Camp Dragonhead proper.
Understood. I shall see that they are apprised of this development. Genasia, were you not on good terms with the Knights of House Four Temps? I will be sending them a missive immediately. Of course, But I would also have you travel there and offer your considerable talents. Yes, I realize I contradict my earlier hopes to lighten your load, but I need someone who can help bring this incident to a satisfactory conclusion. Our favorable relations with Ishgard are far too important to risk half measures. Thank you for understanding. I am certain Lord Haurchefant will be glad of your service.
Of course. So. Guess it's off to Camp Dragonhead. The Central Highlands. Excuse me, sir. I must speak with Haurchefant.
Well, well, if it isn't my fine friend Genasia Visan, would you care for a plate of roast karakul? Some mulled wine? No? Nah. I see you have not come into my hall merely to escape the biting cold. I was, in fact, on the verge of opening an urgent missive for Revenant's Toll, and I suspect the timing of your arrival is no coincidence.
That is true. Hey, Buffalo, get off the table. Show some respect.
The incident with the new frontier hands? No, no, you need not elaborate. I have been following their progress with no small amount of interest. Brave men and women all. They do our nation a great service. The existence of a fortified outpost in Mordona will do much to dissuade the Empire from trespassing on Kurthus soil. Right glad am I that you have chosen to lend your support to this endeavor. Never let it be said that House Fortom does not acknowledge the efforts of her allies
Fortom.
or her debts.
So many French names.
'Twas in the spirit of gratitude that I arranged for sundry supplies to be delivered to Revenant's Toll. That the shipment should chance to be waylaid by heretics is poor fortune indeed. Poor fortune, I say, yet not without precedent. If you would know the truth of it, these incorrigible villains grow more organized with each passing day.
Is that so?
This new unity of purpose we attribute to their leader, the Lady Iceheart. But though I have devoted significant resources to the task of identifying this woman, we have yet to learn so much as her birth name. What we do know is that the heretics speak of Iceheart in reverent tones, and would gladly embrace death rather than betray her. Such loyalty is rare indeed, and I fear to imagine what so committed a collective might achieve. The brigands have not yet been so brazen as to risk direct confrontation here in Dragonhead. Some few of their number have, however, been sighted not far to the west of here, and with ever-increasing regularity. A visit to Whitebrim Front may bring you the answers you seek. Will you brave the snows, knowing what implacable foes may lie in wait?
Yeah, sure.
Hallone's blessings be upon you. Though I take no pride in the admission, many of mine own countrymen are not so well suited as you adventurers to dealing with such foes. Were they dragons, it might be otherwise. But truly, I could not wish for a finer ally. You have done much for my house in the past, and I have no doubt but that I shall have cause to celebrate your deeds again ere long.
Oh, sure.
Should you learn aught of value, pray return to me forthwith. A warm hearth and a warmer welcome shall be waiting for you.
Quest accepted. Where must we go?
White brim front. I see. Just a short jaunt to the west. Will take no time on the back of my Magitech armor. I shall fly through the fog. Even without a red-nosed reindeer to light the way. Ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba. Yeah, okay.
Didn't notice I got a message. Stentel, I guess?
At the moment. Here we are. In this tower, I suspect. Down the stairs we go. That's what that sound means. Now I know. Little booty. Genasia, is there aught you would ask of me? Pray speak plainly. I am a man of action and need no honeyed words. On the trail of a band of thieving heretics, you say? By the Fury. But you do seem destined to cross path with those villains. I must confess, then, 'tis a sad truth that the wilds hereabouts have indeed grown thick with their number. They strike swiftly, without warning, and are canny enough to evade our most able trackers. But 'tis not merely their newfound organization that confounds us. The heretics themselves seem somehow changed. I know not what manner of influence this Iceheart wields, but the men we face seem utterly lost in the grip of righteous fervor. 'Tis an unsettling and unnatural zeal.
I know what it is. It's a primal. I can't remember her name, but she's an icy primal. She uses ice powers. I remember her from Final Fantasy VII, but I can't remember her name.
Mayhaps you would care to question one of their recent victims? As fate would have it, your arrival came moments after a trader was waylaid on the road. A patrol found an unfortunate fellow lying senseless in the snow, and carried him to our infirmary. Assuming he has regained the use of his faculties, the merchant might recall some small detail that could aid you in your task.
And I shall speak with him. Anon.
When the cold sets in, fulfilled.
Well, chat, it's been quite the run so far, but I just can't take it anymore. All these little quests giving me very little reward. I just want to get to the DLC. Please, A Realm Reborn. Look at what you have pushed me to. Goodbye, cruel world.
Well. Never mind. On to the infirmary. Go upstairs.
Hello. I'm back, and I must speak with another person in the infirmary. Hello, mistreated merchant. Tell you what happened? Why, yes, of course. I am quite recovered enough for that. Anything to help catch those cowardly blackguards. I was traveling my usual route to White Brim Front when a sudden blow sent me reeling. The next thing I knew, I was on the ground, and several heretics were rifling through my cargo. Arms, armor, crystals, they were taking everything. 'Twas then that one of them noticed my bleary gaze and stalked over to better acquaint my head with his mace. Before darkness claimed me, however, I distinctly heard the words, "Return to Snowcloak." I dare say that is where they were hauling my goods, but you'll not catch me rushing off in pursuit. They tell me 'twas a miracle I survived at all, and I'll not trust my thick skull to save me a second time. Don't worry, I wouldn't drag you along.
I'm more than enough to deal with these brigands and blackguards.
What? Alright, I've got a quest down there, and then the current quest, which is to go over here. Oh, mountain. Can I go over the mountain? I can. Very good. Most areas would tell me, you can't go any higher than that. You've reached your limits. Hi. And one heretic down. And the last one's a mage, so he'll be easy. Too easy. Quite a ways. Best run. As befits my class. Yeah, draw your weapon, foul. Wait, I recognize you, adventurer. You are come seeking heretics? Then we share a common purpose. We were on patrol when we chanced across one of their raiding parties and pursued them here. By rights, we should have had them, cornered in this ravine. And yet, they are gone, vanished like icy wraiths. Like icy wraiths, huh? Oh, I think Shiva, I think that's the primal's name. If I recall correctly, it's Shiva. Hey. Get out. That darn enemy interrupted my cutscene. How dare he? Hey. You're not Shiva. Okay, and then I talk to you again.
You glimpsed a woman atop the cliff? Could it be Idasheart herself come to sneer at our folly? And to where did she disappear? The heretics must have discovered a passage through the frozen wall, some hidden tunnel that escaped our notice. We have not the men to risk further investigation. 'Twould be best were we to return to Whitebrim Front and lay our suspicions before Lord Drillamont. Oh, Drillamont. Fine. Back to the fort. Hope you guys have a ride. Because it's a long walk. Back into the tower. Drill them all. I've come to speak again.
Genasia, it appears I owe you my thanks once again. The surviving knights spared no detail in their report. The men you found out near Snowcloak were some of my finest. That they should be bested by so handily, I fear I have woefully underestimated the threat these heretics pose. While I understand you might balk at the notion, I must ask that you put aside your mission and consider the stolen provisions lost to us for now. 'Twould be ill-advised to blunder unprepared into what may well be the very lair of our enemy. Pray return to Dragonhead and inform Lord Harshafont,
something like that,
of your discoveries. He will wish to plan contingencies of his own. As for Iceheart and her fanatics, the freezing heights of Snowcloak will not shield them from our justice for long.
Of course. Back to Camp Dragonhead. Arshafar, I am back. Woo.
Hello, sir.
Your return is most timely. Of their own accord, my thoughts had turned to your task and the progress thereof. I confess, my imaginings tended toward the grim and bloody.
Right. Why would you think that of me?
But you are here now, and I suspect such frivolous wonderings do little justice to the reality of your travails. Tell me, what did you learn of Iceheart?
Didn't you think that I would be dead? I'm the warrior of light. I've been on these snow drifts before.
And this transpired at Snowcloak?
Yes.
Of all the highlands, that towering wall has borne the worst of the region's brutal shift in climate. So
Probably
inhospitable
Shiva.
has Snowcloak become that we have still to survey the area in its entirety. Could its frozen heights conceal the heretics' hideaway? Mayhap a more robust reconnaissance effort is in order. Putting such considerations aside for the moment, we still know far too little of this Iceheart. That she is capable of commanding such a band of fanatics bespeaks natural authority, and no small measure of charisma.
Oh, actually speaks to that she's probably the primal Shiva.
As much as I would like to fathom this mystery with you,
And
the
she is
situation has
tempered
grown
people.
beyond my personal purview. I am bound by duty to inform the Temple Knights and request that they bring this matter to its conclusion. Given
no
the
need.
glowing reports the new commander has garnered thus far, I am certain that they can be relied upon to take appropriate action.
I don't trust him. Not since the last time.
Though Iceheart's true identity yet eludes us, you have provided us with a point from which to begin. Sometimes it takes but a single stone to prompt an avalanche.
Or, well, actually, I don't think it was Temple Knights, was it? It was, It was a fake Inquisitor, I believe.
On the matter of the stolen provisions, I have already made arrangements for a second shipment to be sent to Revenant's Toll. I could not well allow such an honorable venture to be undermined by one miserable setback.
Even so, the fact that you guys put so much trust in and like blind loyalty in any Inquisitor, or anyone that claims to be an Inquisitor for that matter. Just dress the part, claim you're an Inquisitor, and everybody will follow your every order over here. And if they don't follow, well, they must be a heretic, right? Absolutely ridiculous. So, report to Slaffborn.
Genasia, 'tis good to see you return to the Toll. How fared you in the frozen wastes of Querfus? House Fortem?
For... How did they pronounce it? Was it Fortem? Or Fortemps? No. Fortom? Fortom? Something like that.
Is to send us a second shipment? I must send thanks to Lord Arshafan for his continued generosity. Yet even as our town grows in prosperity, I fear it will attract ever greater numbers of those who would do us harm in the name of greed and or power. All of us, Alphanod's new recruits included, must remain vigilant against such threats.
Indeed. Noct Circlet, which is strength. Astrum Helm, strength. Glom Coif, strength, but also dex. Like, hold up. Why would you not choose... Well, I guess if you weren't the right class. But I was like, why would you not choose this Coif? It just gives more. Because the vitality is the same, the strength is the same. I mean, this one has critical hit and skill speed, whereas this one has direct hit rate and skill speed, and this one has determination and critical hit. But still. That is a lot of defense, though. Also, what do they look like? Like a lion tiara thing? A winged helm? But also, those wings look painful. Like if they were actual wings, because you got one wing going this way, and then this tiny wing sprouting out of that first wing going this way, and then you got this other one going this way. It just looks so misshapen. Like you've got broken wings. And this looks kinda but I won't be really caring about looks because I've got my glamour. And equip. It's actually better than, finally something better than my Koga Hatsuburi? Or is it Fumagantai? I think it's Koga Hatsuburi. I don't even know anymore. Yeah, I think it's Koga Hatsuburi because that's the first thing that shows up. And then it shows Fumagantai has the plus, so that's what it's supposed to look like. gonna reassign gear. And cast glamour. Looks like I can only cast a glamour of something that I have on me. That's not what I want. Armory chest, maybe? I can do that? I don't think so. No, because that's what I've got on me. That's what's right here. Ooh. Well, as soon as I can get back to a town. Brave new companions, eh? Actually, real quick. I am just gonna equip this for now till I can get back to a town. Brave new companions.
While you were away in Querthus, preparations for the inaugural ceremony were all but completed, although Tataru does yet seem somewhat flustered. I've taken enough of your time. Why don't you head into the Rising Stones and see if your frantic receptionist could do with a hand?
Sure. Pretty gloomy out here anyway. Bum 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 ba-dum. Hey, Tataru. These parchment need to be sorted, and these documents, why are they even here? Oh, I am sorely tempted to file the lot in my waste paper basket. Ah, Junasia, you startled me. You wish to lend a hand? Splendid. Would you be a dear and hand these uniforms to the new recruits? They're scattered about Revenant's Toll, and I haven't the time to track them all down. The recruits know to don their garb immediately and assemble here in the Rising Stones. You'll want to report directly back to Alphinaud if you don't wish to miss the ceremony. I wonder if the Scions will ever have matching uniforms. A well-funded organization is a well-dressed organization, I suppose. Well, you know, the Scions could have matching uniforms if this were just new recruits to the Scions instead of a whole new organization, Alphinaud! Makes no sense. All over the place, there's 8 of them. Hey, Yu Hase. Those who believe this company will see no riches are short-sighted fools. The giving of oneself 'tis an investment in the future. Thus did I sign my name to the cause. Okay, here's a uniform. These uniforms were a splendid idea. Once our organization has made a name for itself, there shall be wealth aplenty in selling replica costumes to the adoring masses. Uh-huh. Always thinking about the money, huh? Listen here, you're making me pull out my mount just because I don't want to go up those stairs. Hey, Laurentius. I thought it best to mimic my fellows here, but I admit that I have no idea what we're supposed to be doing. Putting on this uniform and getting to the ceremony. Ah, our new uniforms. I am reminded to my induction into the Wood Whalers. Yet the Wood Whalers that you betrayed? I never wanted you here, Laurentius. In fact, give me back that uniform.
Gosh, don't practice.
Ah, it reminds me of the days when I joined the Wood Whalers. Yes, the Wood Whalers that I betrayed very shortly after for coin. Isildur has at last retired from the adventurer's life, though I shall miss his wisdom and irrepressible spirit. I am excited to forge my own path forwards. Isildur, eh? Ah yes, the uniform. Thank you. Truth be told, the thought of pledging myself to such a lofty organization is somewhat intimidating. I'm sure. Riol!
Hello there, lass. Looking for me, was ye? I'd suggest giving a whistle, but I'm not sure as I'd hear it amongst all the bustle.
Here's the uniform.
Oh-ho! Proper uniforms and all. This thing'll cut off the blood to me head. Not to worry, though. I'm sure she'll be fine after making a few adjustments.
Oh, Riol, you old pirate. Wilred!
Little Alamigo could learn much from Revenant's Toe. That this town can be so alive in the midst of such desolation.
Indeed. Here's the uniform.
I've never worn aught quite so voluminous. Well, I'm sure I'll grow accustomed to the extra cloth in time.
Please put some clothes on, man. Please. These ones specifically. And please don't tear holes in them. Hey, FME. Genasi Visan? Kot, I did not expect to meet you strolling about town. The tales of your primal battles were what inspired me to come to Revenant's Toe. Here's the uniform. 'Tis an honor to receive this uniform from your hands. I shall wear it with pride. I'm sure you will. Now, if you'll excuse me. Let's go talk to these two. Ergmus and Ilberd.
I don't believe we've met. I am Ilberd, and I will have the honor of leading my fellow recruits as captain. Much did I lose to the calamity, and I look forward to aiding others in rebuilding their lives. Well, here's the uniform. The uniforms are a shrewd decision. There is no easier method of creating a common bond among what is, essentially, a band of strangers.
Indeed. Hello, Ergmus. Or Ergmus. Ergmus.
This scarlet garb makes me as marks me as a proud member of the Maelstrom, and a hearty defender of Limsa Minza. Yet in truth I stand for the betterment of the realm, and thought this new company a fine opportunity to contribute on a grander scale.
Well, here's a new uniform then.
Oh-ho! Now that's a striking shade of blue. Put alongside my Maelstrom uniform, my wardrobe will certainly not lack for color.
Alright. I still think this new trial company is ridiculous. Hey, Alphanod. I got your recruits their uniforms. You're welcome. Yes, Genosia? Ah, Tataru mentioned you were handing out the new uniforms. I assume you've now met the rest of the recruits. Some few answered the call to arms I put forth through the established grand companies and such. We are not yet an army, but there is much a small corps of elite warriors can achieve. Well, yeah, it's almost like the Scions, which already have many elite groups of individuals. Did I mention I had thought of a name for the company? 'Tis my hope that it shall soon be known across the breadth of Eorzea. The moment of truth draws near, Genosia. Once the last of the recruits have gathered, I shall make the official announcement. Okay. Do we have voice?
Comrades,
Yes.
your presence here this day signifies the momentous choice that each of you has made. With your strength now pledged to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, you are beholden to no single nation. You stand as the vanguard for a united Eorzea. From this moment forth, I declare you Crystal Braves. Let us mend this fractured realm and face our enemies as one.
Crystal Braves, huh?
Whether it be the Beastmen and their primals, or the conflict in Carteneau, it is plain that the nations of Eorzea cannot solve the problems which plague the realm. Thus does it fall to some few heroic souls to succeed where they have failed.
That's what
Come,
the Scions have been
take
doing.
your place at the Scion's side as guardians of Eorzea, and together we shall fight for the freedom of all!
I don't understand what sets them apart from the Scions. I don't get it, Alphinaud.
A rousing speech, Alphinaud. Or should I say,
Alphinaud now.
Crystal Brave Commander Leveilleur.
I guess I've been saying it wrong.
Please, Antecedent. The title is honorary. I shall not be leading the troops into battle, as it were.
Well, not Alphinaud.
We are of the same purpose. Let us join hands and do what must be done to save this land.
The Scions stand ready.
If we're of the same purpose, then why did you make a separate branch? Alphinaud! You're gonna give me a headache, Alphinaud.
I'm eager to see what the Crystal Braves might accomplish. This shall prove an interesting time indeed for the Scions.
Indeed.
Yes, I'm listening. So our worst fears are confirmed. The entire Isle. Such power defies comprehension. Truly? Kryl is alive? Thank the 12. I see. Pray, inform me if her condition changes. Yes, I shall pass on your words to Urianger. My thanks. I shall contact you anon. When I learned of the loss of the Isle of Val, I dared not hope that my friend had survived. Yet, by some miracle, it would seem she has. She's still to regain consciousness, it is true, but
Wonderful.
better that than death. Putting this happy news to one side, we must now endeavor to make sense of the readings taken by the survey party. It appears the etheric disturbance which accompanied the Isle's destruction is of a magnitude alarmingly close to that of Ultima. Could the Ascians be responsible for this devastation as well?
Probably.
I wonder. Have you heard aught from the Mother Crystal since the battle with the Garleans?
No. Also, I think if it was the Ascians who blew up that island, it was probably to spark fear in the Beastmen tribes so that they would summon more primals. That's my thoughts. And no, I have not heard from
Then she
Hydaelyn at all.
speaks to neither one of us. Hydaelyn's silence portends naught but ill, I fear. Louisoix, I pray you yet watch over us.
I don't know, his ether might have already been recycled. Auroral coif, day star circlet, and even star hat. Uh-huh. What does this one even look like? I mean, that one looks pretty neat, I guess. That one looks just a different color of my current coif. And then this is just the Mad Hatter. Sure. Sure, give me the Mad Hatter's hat. Why not? Quest complete. Very good. See that the provisions are prepared for transport. Let us hope that this shipment is spared the fate of the last. An ill wind blows. The winds are uncommon fierce this day. Probably Shiva. Just saying, how my character didn't pick up that it's definitely a primal to blame is beyond me. Heretics that seem to so very devout to this one person or being. The icy powers that this being is said to have. Also, hello, Pope King Man. Roads deeper. A foolish Pope King has fallen for the honeyed words. Eorzea defended, sure. Traitor in the midst. Already? Minfilia would have you assist Alphinaud in his new station as commander of the Crystal Braves. Try as I might, I cannot shake a creeping sense of dark foreboding. But it avails us not to fret about the unknown. We must concentrate instead on the problems of the present. The primals have been relatively quiet of late, and the beast tribes who summon them are under constant surveillance by the Grand Companies. Should any suspicious activity be afoot, you may be certain that we will hear of it. And until such time as a permanent solution to the primal problem has been found, we can do little but wait and observe. As for the Ascians, Urianger is wholly dedicated to finding the means by which we may defeat the Dark Beings. Let us pray for good tidings on that front. But all of this you knew already. Let us speak then of more current matters, in particular the state of the Crystal Braves. I really don't care much for... Alphinaud did well to found the organization, but ensuring its smooth operation is another matter entirely. Though I doubt not that he is doing his best, I felt that a helping hand or two would not go astray. To this end I offered to send one of the Archons to assist him, but he declined. You know how he can be, independent to a fault, and singularly loath to accept help. Save, of course, when that help comes from you. Alphinaud has entrusted countless matters of import to your care in the past, and I believe he would not hesitate to do so again, were you to offer. I should be most grateful if you would go to him and support him in whatever manner you are able. Honestly, Alphinaud. This whole Crystal Braves trial company, it's quite ridiculous. But a ridiculousness that I will have to continue next time, because I have to end the stream. I know it's only been an hour, but I'm quite tired, and I need to pack for the weekend. So, this will be it for today. We got through a little bit more of these monotonously tedious quests that Alphinaud has me doing. And we will continue it next week, along with Morcana Bridge of Spirits on Monday. And I shall see you next mission. Bye-bye.
Sonic boom, race off from the engine. Ironclad method gonna limit the distance. Ain't no that it's gonna take us. Go dust in the fluster, super galley contagious. Slow down, taking no hits. Slowing past us, blast us, spit the transmit. Sun to the bottom, make us away. There's a metal to the metal on the metal highway. Yo, keep up the pace, keep up the quickness. Keep up the pop, pop, pop to the finish. Keep up the pace, keep up the quickness. Keep up the pop, pop, pop to the finish. Moving, soothing, nothing to prove. Pushing all your buttons with a button, pushing blue hair, blue blazes, blue faces, blue blood. Blue truth gonna see you black and blue. Keep up the pace, keep up the quickness. Keep up the pop, pop, pop to the finish. Keep up the pace, keep up the quickness. Keep up the pop, pop, pop to the finish. 30,000 guns solve goblin problems. Problems of the goblins up until they solve them. 30,000 guns solve goblin problems. With them a pop, 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 kind of chaos. A to the L to the E, Xander. Gob's gonna rise up with my thunder. A to the L to the E, Xander. Gob's gonna rise up with my thunder. A to the L to the E, Xander. Gob's gonna rise up with my thunder. A to the L to the E, Xander. Gob's gonna rise up with my thunder. A to the L to the E, Xander. Gob's gonna rise up with my thunder. A to the L to the E, Xander. Gob's gonna rise up with my thunder. Rise up and raise the iron roof off. Now rise up and riot till the bomb drops. Now rise up, the time is right, the sound off. So rise with me, rise with me, rise with me. Rise with me, rise with me, rise with me. Rise with me, rise with me, rise with me, rise with me. it right.